Hi folks, Kino here, and we have finally got some new updates for Cyberpunk 2077. This interview was performed by a German magazine called GameStar, and they interviewed two developers, Miles Tost and Philip Weber. This podcast was exclusive and it was translated from German to English and put on Reddit by a user called Marius1, so I'd like to thank them. Of course, otherwise I wouldn't have access to this information and I wouldn't be able to make this video. The first thing discussed was the level design. The level design improvements were similar to the jump between Witcher 2 to Witcher 3. So this next jump will be between Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk. So what can they be improved there? Well, the jump in Witcher 2 seen a lot more of a free roam element to the game because Witcher 2 wasn't really a free roam game. It was very linear and the path was very much dictated by the story. Witcher 3, on the other hand, had more free roam elements. You definitely could go explore things, go to a random island in Skellige and find a random cave. But it wasn't entirely free roam because you had to fast travel between major locations of the map like Felon, Kaer Skellige, etc. But how can they jump from this in Witcher 3 to Cyberpunk? They probably will make it more free roam again. They'll make less fast travel, less major locations, and try and have them all in the one major location, or just bigger major locations. That's obviously a positive because then it's more of a free roam game and there's not as much loading screens. It doesn't really affect people on PC, but definitely affects more people on console because those loading screens can be really, really long and tedious. So it's good to see that those factors have been improved. There will also be no such thing as barrels. Barrels were like a map icon or a treasure that you could find on the map in The Witcher, and they were scattered everywhere, especially on the sea. And you had to go out, discover the barrel, open the barrel, find treasure you didn't need, treasure that was not good enough for you, and then sell it for literally no money. So if you wanted to be a completionist, you had to go find all these and to discover all the undiscovered locations. And it was so tedious, so unnecessary. It's the only real pick I have with The Witcher. And it's glad that they got rid of these small, boring ones. Like other interactive ones, like monster nests and caves, like they're perfect because you could obviously interact with them. They're action, they all have a story attached to them. Going out to find a random treasure chest floating in the sea and opening it, that was just no unnecessary and it's very hard to do as a completionist. So it's good to see they remove that. They also said that there'll be 3 times more ways of completing missions than there was in Witcher 3. So it'll give players that like running past NPCs or stealth or full action and killing everybody, give everybody an option on how they want to complete a mission, even saying that the dumbest ways are possible. So this gives more of a replayability to the game. Like you can play it different ways, different styles, and that's nice to see. It means that everybody of all play styles can enjoy this game, and you can even go back and play it with a different play style and still enjoy and still do find new ways to do missions. That's perfect. That's just replayability written all over it. That's what every gamer wants to hear. They also tried to improve the DLCs released from Witcher 3, Blood and Wine and Heart of Stone. These were, in my mind, they are perfect DLCs. Nothing wrong with them. But I don't really see how they're going to improve them, but I guess we'll see. Another thing they mentioned concerned Witcher Sight, which is a thing Witcher's used to investigate a scene of a monster killing. This will be removed from the game, obviously because you can't have a Witcher Sight or Witcher Sense in a Cyberpunk game. But, they could always use a different method, like Batman's detective skills in the Batman games. Perhaps that could be an option. So, what's this interview really telling us? It's saying that another significant jump will be seen between Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk. So, more open world elements, more options, more replayability. That's what every gamer wants to hear, and it just brings a smile to my face because this game just really is my pick for the game of the year. I can't see anything beating it. Maybe The Last of Us if that all turns out well. But that's the only real competition that I see this having. Ghost of Tsushima, maybe, but I really, really look forward to this game. And the fact that they're even saying that this will be an improvement on Witcher 3, which in my opinion is one of the greatest games ever made, just fills me with excitement, fills me with joy. I just can't wait to play it. That's all for now, folks. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos on The Last of Us, Cyberpunk, future games. I'll be covering it all, especially in the next 2 weeks running up to The Last of Us 2. Really excited for that. So stay tuned, stay safe, talk to you later.